Hi guys, we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. It looks like SZA is continuing to either copy Nicki Minaj or botch and bitter. But not only that, Nicki Minaj has been accused of possessing SZA even though she is on hiatus. So SZA might be going through her Nicki Minaj hate train era. She said, if it wasn't for God's favor over my life this year, boy, my parents are healthy, won 3 Grammys, went #1 again, sang on Sesame Street, shot a movie, shot a Vogue cover, toured the world, got a Songwriters Hall of Fame award, who Jah bless, no man curse, no man, amen. Okay? A fan said Nicki Minaj went on hiatus and possessed SZA. Oh my goodness. Y'all is crazy. Listen, SZA might be going through her Nicki Minaj hate train era. Wasn't her manager sabotaging her? What was his name? TDE Lunch? Or TDE Punch? Who names himself after a drink? That's how you know he big. TDE Fruit Punch was sabotaging the princess of R&B, just like the industry tried to sabotage Nicki Minaj. Okay, and he failed. That's why she fired his ass. Okay, let's be very clear. But that's not all. SZA also tweeted, changing my number tomorrow. New year, let's go. Okay, so she is not bringing the snakes and ops with her into 2025. She is changing her number. SZA also clapped back at fans that were reminiscing about SZA before she got her BBL. A fan said, AKA before she got a big in a BBL culture. What? First of all, SZA was never big. You know, she was a little bit thick. She's a little bit thick, but she not big. Y'all gotta, why is y'all dragging SZA? Goodness gracious. And then a fan said, stop, don't remind us. Y'all is wrong. Y'all is wrong. SZA said, y'all weird as ish like this and wonder why I'm different and don't feel comfortable with y'all anymore. Uh-oh. It sounds like SZA might be gearing up to go on a hiatus and never interact with the fans again. She gonna treat y'all how Queen Bee treats the beehive. Okay? Why is y'all dragging SZA like that? I don't even understand it. SZA going through a Nicki Minaj hate train. Y'all complaining about her weight. Y'all complaining about the songs. Y'all saying that Lana has no replay value. It looked like SZA going through it. Goodness gracious. But this definitely giving Nicki Minaj. Only Nicki Minaj would have never responded to that tweet. She probably would have just blocked the fans. But it's definitely feeling like she is going through her Nicki Minaj hate train era. That's what it's given. Now, moving on from that, Doja was the longest charting female rapper on Billboard for the Artist 100 chart. She charted on the Hot 100 in 2024 for 50 weeks, which ain't there only like 52 weeks in a year? So that was basically the whole year. Goodness gracious, Doja Cat, why couldn't you make it the last 2 weeks? Okay, but that's probably because she ain't put out no music. But Doja Cat's coming hard in 2025. You better be careful, especially the R&B girlies. Musty Walker, you low-key fell off. Walmart, y'all say you a flop, so nobody views you as competition. But the R&B girlies and the rap girlies, y'all better get ready because Doja Cat is coming for your head top. She's coming hard, I'm hearing. Okay, I heard the music for next year gonna be fire. Now, the highest selling rap albums of 2024 so far is out. Okay. And Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat are the only 2 female rappers on this list. Now, Nicki Minaj is on here. She sold 711,000. Okay, in 2024 for Pink Friday 2. That's just for Pink Friday 2, the album. Doja Cat, Scarlet, did 663,000 in 2024. Not the deluxe, but the original album. So this is a good look for the Queen of Rap and the Princess of Rap. Unfortunately, the other girlies never make it on the charts. When it comes to the final list of who's selling the most, Megan, Botch and Bitter, Gorilla Glue, Scratch Off, they never make the list. Okay, but y'all hype them up all year around. Okay, I wasn't expecting Doja or JT to make the list though. Okay, so that's why I'm not naming them. I don't expect them, but y'all hype up Scratch Off, y'all hype up Megan, y'all hype up Cardi B. They never make the list, but maybe Cardi B will make the list next year because she is dropping her album next year, allegedly in the first quarter. Okay, she is scheduled to drop her album between January and April of 2025. And Titanic Records is hoping that Cardi B could do at least 250,000 first week. Close to what Invasions of the Facelift did. Invasions of the Facelift did 255,000 first week. So they're hoping that she can do the same numbers, because they don't want Cardi B to be called a flop. Now, she do 200,000. That is a W for Cardi B, especially for somebody that don't really release music. But if she do 150, 100,000, people can kind of take that as an L. Even though, it still could go number one, even if she do 100,000, depending on who else is out. If she dropped the same week as the Chart Obsessed Racist, which I highly doubt she would do, then she's effed. But if she do 100,000, even if she go number one, that's kind of an L. Because, no shade. I mean, how you go from doing 250,000 to only doing 100,000 first week, and it's only your second album. So she got to do at least 200,000. And I definitely think her payola will be reinstated once she pushes her album. They're going to give her some payola so that way she can continue to compete with Nicki Minaj. Now, next, Queen Bee's Cowboy Carter re-entered this week's Payola 200 album chart at 139 with 13,000 sold. Its biggest sales week since August, okay? And that's thanks to her fabulous performance she did at the halftime Super Bowl show, where she absolutely killed it, okay? That probably was the performance of the year. If we really talking about it. Oh, wait, who performed at the Super Bowl? Oh, was it Usher? Usher performed at the Super Bowl? Yeah, so that was performance of the year. I don't even remember Usher's performance at the Super Bowl, to be quite honest. Then it would be Kung Fu Kenny's pop-out concert. Kung Fu Kenny's pop-out concert, he completely nailed that, okay? Then it would be, when I saw Nicki Minaj live, okay, at the Pink Friday 2 concert. Oh, but I also saw Doja Cat, okay? So, I might have to bring Kung Fu Kenny down a little bit. But, no shade, Queen Bee had the best performance of the year. That's basically all that needs to be said, okay? Everybody else, they can't top Queen Bee. They just can't. Now, speaking of Kung Fu Kenny, the Chart Obsessed Racists with 11 and Kung Fu Kenny with 10 are the artists with the most top 10 hits on Payola Board Hot 100 in 2024. So they have the most top 10s for 2024. And you know what they got in common? One is a very phenomenal artist. The other one is white. And what they have in common is they both worked with the elite producer and writer Jack Antonoff. Okay, they got the same producer, Jack Antonoff, and so did Sabrina Carpenter too. Sabrina Carpenter worked with Jack Antonoff, and Chart Obsessed Racist, Kung Fu Kenny, and Sabrina Carpenter were all very successful this year. Mind you, Kung Fu Kenny and Sabrina Carpenter, their sales were a little bit more organic. They didn't put out 50 or 100 versions of one album, but they still had success. But, all three of them had a good year in 2024. Now, speaking of Kung Fu Kenny again, The certifications for Kung Fu Kenny's album are getting updated. Okay. And these are the eligible RIAA certifications. Now, we already know Not Like Us was successful, so we don't need to go over that. But Squabble Up, Platinum. TV Off, Platinum. Luther, Platinum. Meet the Grams, Gold. Oh my goodness, y'all still streaming Meet the Grams? I didn't really like that song, to be quite honest. It's too dark for me. It was too dark. It was a good diss track, but goodness gracious, listening to that would give you nightmares, okay? Now, Whacked Out Meryl's went gold. Hey Now is gold, and Dodger Blue is gold too. So these are his eligible RIAA certifications. I mean, that's half the album. Goodness gracious, the album just came out like a month ago, and y'all have been streaming. Y'all been pretending like y'all haven't been streaming, but y'all have. Now, moving on to the Princess of Pop, Sabrina Carpenter has her own drink at Dunkin', okay, which will be coming out, or is it ice cream? They said it's supposed to be like an iced coffee, or something of that sort, coming out December 31st, which is today. So let me know if y'all gonna be getting Sabrina Carpenter's drink at Dunkin'. I don't drink Dunkin', but let me know how it tastes. I'm not really a big iced coffee drinker, so, this ain't my cup of tea. But congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter. This is a W. Now, moving on from that, it looks like Wackademics goes in on Megan and exposes Devil Nation's plan to get rid of Megan Thee Stallion, and alludes to the fact that Devil Nation may be tired of Megan.
That's the plan got hatched, bro. The plan. That's how I look at it. The plan was, Ori, we're gonna turn Meg into the sympathetic victim. She's gonna be the biggest victim, even more than Rihanna. Remember when Rihanna was like, "Yo, yeah, Chris Brown slapped the fuck out of me while he was going to the award show." We're like, "Oh my God, Rihanna, we love you. Fuck, man, we love you so much. We love you so much. We love you." The first time ever, nobody believed Meg. Not one. I'm being a little facetious. Of course, she got a group. But what I'm saying is like, yo, bro, they've been trying to turn her into a victim. It's been the worst. It's backfired. It's made her look bad. It's affected her career. Hot Nation feel like everybody who points out that Meg lied is somebody to fuck with. Because that don't go into the victim narrative. It should really with Meg. Meg gonna get sacrificed by them. When I mean sacrifice, they're gonna realize they're fighting a losing battle. Because your battle isn't versus a few select people. Your battle is against the people. The people don't think Meg is trustworthy. The people won't accept her as a victim despite what you say. I don't care what you do.
Now, let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, here's my thing. I don't think Devil Nation will, quote unquote, sacrifice Megan Thee Stallion. I think that what they will do, they'll stop pushing her eventually. I definitely feel like eventually they will stop pushing Megan. But I don't feel like they will be able to sacrifice Megan completely, because she might expose them. I can see Megan snitching on Camel Toe if he ever betrays her. I can see her doing it. Especially when he got this hate train behind him. Oh, it's going to be over for Camel Face. Especially if Megan exposes him. Oh my goodness, it's going to be embarrassing. So I think Camel Face probably would subliminally stop pushing her. Okay, like she may not get as many brand deals or awards like she used to once the push stops. But it's going to be subtle. Okay, just like he did with Meek Mill. Remember, he used to push Meek, and Meek used to be everywhere with Camel Toe, and now you don't see them together no more because he subtly stopped pushing him after he used him to go after Champagne Thickums. Okay, so that's what he's gonna do. But he's not gonna outright just cut off Megan, even if she's not recouping any money, if people don't believe her, because she can expose him, and he knows that. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat Scarlet was the most streamed female rap album of the year on Paylify with 1.3 billion streams. It has now held this title for 2 years in a row, 2023 and 2024. She had the most streamed female rap album on Paylify. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Well, no shade to Doja Cat, but how much of these streams were bots? Because I just don't know if I believe that, because Scarlet was kind of trash. So I'm like, what are you guys streaming? Because I listened to Scarlet, but low-key, you know it's a bop on the low. Can't Wait. That's a bop. That's a boppity bop. So maybe she just has some sleepers on the album, and maybe people are going back to the album to re-listen. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.